The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up, down. So used to saying up. Down 137. You get the Nasdaq down 38. S&Ps are off 20. Gold contracts down $9.90, trading at $12.58 an ounce. You have silver up 34 cents, $18.09 an ounce. Platinum's up $10, $9.74. Copper's getting hit. Copper's down 6 pennies, $2.56 a pound. Light sweet crude off 69 cents, $47.28 a barrel. Notes up 8 ticks. Bonds up 22. King dollar down 597 ticks, 98.84. You got the euro trading at 108.86 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110 to the U.S. dollar. Bottom line is that we get some action.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? So market's down, gold's up, and the headline was, of course, that this is having to do with Friday and the healthcare.
Right.
And, you know, I kind of like smirked because that happened on Friday, and they announced they were pulling it, and the market went up.
It did. And the counter trend bounced on
nothing
Friday.
happened over the weekend in terms of news-wise that,
Right.
you know, we knew they pulled the ball on Friday. They
Right.
pulled it when the market was open.
Yes,
The market
3:30.
went straight up.
Straight up.
And then somehow when the market's down Monday, everyone's like, well, that's because of Friday.
Right.
Which probably is, but what happened Friday?
I know, man.
And maybe it's not then, right?
There's no
Exactly.
doubt. Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
There's always something you have to say it did it for some reason.
Yeah.
That's the
it's like
reality.
everyone's saying that it's because of Friday. It doesn't mention that what happened on Friday then when we actually found out this was going to happen and the market went straight up. So,
No
hey.
doubt. And, you know, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the platform, and you can trade these defined option contracts with us. And please test drive it first. It's going to be, to me, it's all about these currencies. You know, what the dollar did out here, you know, folks, is that the dollar continued to push into its February swing point. And today, we not only get into it, it looks like we're going to blow it apart. And the swing point we're talking about is 99.145. Came into it last night, broke it, and we broke it with conviction. We only need 30,000 contracts for an ABC down.
Okay.
And we get 22,700 right now.
Okay.
Now, that sets up, folks, an ABC down into the 97,020 number. And if that's what we get, that's where we started from, November 4th. That's on the short term. Now, watch the long term. The longer term, and the longer term, defined-wise, is much harder to speculate on, you know. And what I want to show you is this, is that we've been in a consolidation since, that's March of 2015. So what we had is that we had the breakout. The breakout failed. Anything under 100.600 is a failure. And now we have a failure, but we have volume coming down simultaneously. So it's like, okay, man, you're going to try to make it down to the, 91 to 92 area.
Sure.
Which, puts, I think puts selling pressure on the marketplace. Now, what's so cool about how this unfolded is that we did have the yen break first. So the yen broke down last week. That showed us that the probability was pretty good that our dollar would go lower because the yen was getting so strong. That continued, and then what you did have happen last night, if you happen to be trading last night, is that the euro was going right after its swing point, and the euro took it. If we go over to the Nadex platform, let's see what we got. Nadex, okay. So you'll see what we have out here.
Go for it.
So last night, so picture something, folks. On Sunday nights, if you're trading the Nadex platform, the the gold, the silver, they're not opened yet, okay?
Only the currencies
The
are,
currencies
right?
are, though,
Yeah.
exactly, okay?
Indices aren't open either. I don't know why you say
No, they're
silver.
not.
Just
They're
the
not.
only thing's open is currencies.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Forex.
So, bottom line is that, it's the same exercise over and over again. And in my case, it was buying the euro.
Sure.
So what we did here, when did I buy it? Let me see. What does that say?
That's 7:17 last night.
Okay, so
19:17. 7:17 p.m.
7:17 last night. If you take a look at it, what you're going to see is that, let's put this intraday. So intraday, it was right in here, teetering, I believe. So yeah, here, that's 5:20.
Yep, no, you're right there. Oh, no, you know what? I was right. I'm sorry. 17. Go back to, it might have been, go back. When did you get it? 1917? Yeah, okay, 1917. I was getting confused with the military time. I thought it said 1717. A little bit further.
Yeah, right in there.
Right there.
So it was pushing in for a break. That's what it was, a break topside. And what I thought was pretty cool about that is that you already had, this is what ends up happening on Sunday night. The euros trades very quickly. The yen trades very quickly before those markets open. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And so what happened is that the yen folks was showing that, hey man, the yen was down 87, I guess it was 0.87, which is a lot for the yen.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, man, I'm buying the euro. So we'll see where this shakes out. Right now, it was a 3-to-1 trade. Now I wasn't expecting to get the full top of it though. 110.40.
Sure.
Yeah, I already got 109, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the Dow Industrials.
It's negative.
I'm glad you just said that. Yeah, it's negative. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 133. You get the Nasdaq off 30. S&Ps are off 19. And, if we do take it, they sound, well, the Dow doesn't sound like big numbers, but this is still, the Dow is only down 0.6%. Sure. S&P 0.6. Nasdaq is only down 0.5%. Right. That's nothing.
Right.
Give me a break, right?
For sure.
Nothing which we could be. We'll see where this is going to go. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness, this is what we have out here this morning. If we take a look at the point moves, look at that Goldman. Goldman's in trouble. Goldman's putting 35 down points into the Dow.
Such a high-priced stock, price-weighted index, that thing has problems. It's going to be reflected in the Dow.
15 down for the 3M, Boeing 10, Caterpillar 10. Let me just pull up.
That's what they're adding to the Dow.
You're taking away, you mean?
Yeah, I just mean that's exactly, not they're up or down.
Yeah, so look at Goldman gapped away, and you're going to have an ABC down. Unbelievable, man. And this here, folks, the reason I'm saying unbelievable is that when we did that workshop, that's when I checked that up on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
That 250 is a big number, and it looks like it's going to be a big failure. And you can see it's acting that way right off the highs.
Right.
Yeah.
If
we go into the NDX 100, and we take a look at the NDX 100, the strength out here is Idolatry, that's up 1.4%. Cernan Corporation is up 1.3. Cerner. Regeneron's up 1.3. Taken away from it is Pacecar is down.
Pacar, I think.
Pacar is down 2.6. You get Autodesk down 2.4. Fastenal's down 2. And Alexa Pharmaceuticals off 1.9. Let's go to our man Mike in Somerville. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, guys. How are you today?
I'm doing good. You have a good weekend?
No, actually, I was just telling the guy when I called in to him, it was miserable up here. My poor daughter had to play lacrosse in that miserable weather up here last night. It was brutal.
Oh, what a bummer.
Yeah, no, it was like, because I asked him, of course, how the weather is down there, and you guys love when we have miserable weather up here.
No, we don't. You know what happens is that, this is the time of the year that it's just, so incredible. You know what I mean? It's 75, and it's...
I don't know. It's 85, really, this weekend.
Yeah.
86 highs.
Hold on. No, you're right. When I used to go to Florida and it snowed back home, I loved it. You're right. I'm sorry.
You got it right, Mike.
But you guys are just so used to that weather. It's like you complain if you have to wear a sweatshirt. You're off.
No, we love it, man. We complain when it's 100 degrees and you can't step outside. But that time, you just got to jump from your car to your office to the beach.
Right.
That's
it. If it's cloudy, if it's gray for 2 to 3 days, it will complain.
Listen, I just wanted to ask you if you guys heard my call to Larry on Friday. Did you hear when I called into Larry?
I didn't.
So, no.
And I listen to that program every day, so I must have been on my way from my house to my office.
He was doing 11 o'clock, too. Maybe it was that hour.
Oh, okay.
No, listen, Tom and Tommy, I just called Larry because, he was telling a bunch of those Drexel stories, and I know Larry thinks that, the listeners, because he always says, oh, I know you guys with my stories. I just called him to say, Larry, listen, I'm a high school graduate from Somerville, and I love your stories.
I love Larry's stories, man. Yeah. Totally.
It's a great history, man.
I love him. The guy is, we are so lucky to have Larry, and I know you guys know that, but I'm a listener, and I'm saying it. We are so lucky to have Larry.
That's a fact.
Awesome, man.
It really is, man.
We agree, exactly.
Huge. You talk about a library of knowledge. Oh, my God. It's amazing.
Seriously. Experience is everything sometimes, man.
No, it is. Especially in the markets, man. Oh, yeah.
Like I said, Tom, what you put together there and, the way you're grooming Tommy for his own show, I'm sure. It's just amazing.
Let that imagination run, Mike. Go for it. We'll let you be a little, go for it.
It's going to happen, Tommy. It's going to happen. You're not, whether you like it or not.
Listen, man, you need your own show. You want to talk about people needing their own show, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
We're going to do that.
Totally. Seriously, man.
I do it twice a week anyway, so I'm just
Exactly. You need your own show, man. You go right from a segment to a program.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. Listen, I don't want to be a pain in the butt because, hey, listen, I got one other subject I have to talk to you about because I think I disappointed Tom that day. I do know the Nadex, Tom. I did follow you that day on that trade, and I know when I called in, you were kind of like, oh, my God, this guy's doing Nadex, and he doesn't know what he's doing. But
I heard that call. The only thing you guys didn't get straight is you had a binary, and you thought he was looking at a spread, and if you guys just did, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all. We know you got it, Mark.
Right.
And it was a profitable trade. I saw the emails about the closing position, so there you go.
Oh, you're awesome, Tommy. You are awesome. Thank you. That's why I sent it, just to let Tom know that I actually, and that was, believe me, that was because I followed Tom that day. I jumped in on the daily and the weekly that day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank God we were at the Quincy Quarries. And what that's about,
Listen,
folks, we used to jump the quarries. You don't want to follow someone off the quarries, believe me.
Oh, no. Like you said, I didn't follow you, Tom. I had the same thoughts as you, and I saw what you
I'm
did.
only
and
kidding. I'm only kidding, man.
When you were talking about it, buddy, I pushed the button right there with you, buddy. Well, no, remember I was 7 points lower than you? Remember we talked that day?
Yeah, you got a much better fill. Right. Well, you did.
Right.
Your timing was better, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Your thoughts.
Hey, so are you looking at First Majestic?
Yeah, you know, Tom, I bought it on Friday, and what a great buy it would have been because silver's up, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah, but okay, so let's go through this for a second. So First Majestic, folks, okay, the low for the year is $6, the high is $19. Now, this equity, there's a few silver equities, folks, that haven't caught a bid. This equity here, I like what it's doing today, Mike, okay? You know, I didn't buy it. And, you know, it's like, what I really, you know, is saying, okay, man, why can't this catch a bid? Because there's more than just this one inside the silver market that's not catching a bid. But if this baby can, you know, hold this $7.78, $8 today, I think you'll get some action tomorrow, man. That's the way it seems to be setting up right now, you know, so.
Yeah, see how good you are, Tom. You're totally understanding my call. Like, you admit that it isn't catching a bid, and silver, like you said earlier, is catching a pretty good bid. And,
Yeah, and if you look, so another one out here, which is surprising, folks, it's Heckler. The Heckler's not catching a bid either. That's a deep retracement,
It's a good day for the metals, right?
It is.
Yeah,
and, you know, when I was doing the gold report yesterday, you know, I was looking, I says, you know what, man, a few of these can't catch a bid. Now, one that is catching a bid is Pan American Silver. You know, it's down today, but I like what that did last week. You know, that got up, you know, that, you know, we you know, that off the bottom.
Looking at the beginning of this month more so.
Yeah, right, you know. So, you know, we'll see where this thing shakes out, but there is some divergence inside the market. I mean, I suspect where this dollar's going is going to help all commodities pretty incredibly, you know. So, because this is a major failure. I mean, and you still have. I was looking at Bloomberg was doing a stat yesterday on the amount of dollar bulls, and it's still at almost an all-time high. Okay. So they're going to have to be closing those positions. So, you know, closing those. Yeah.
Okay, one more quick one. Sorry, but you know, I actually jumped in the wheat too Friday because even Larry's yesterday I think was kind of a little bit bullish on wheat. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I heard him this morning. Let's see, wheat. Where are we at? Okay, so wheat's at $4.20 a bushel. Yeah, I like that trade. You know, I'd put a stop under like 416. You're at 420 right now.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Have a great
one, man.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
If you're looking to unearth a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Core Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 4 equally weighted commodities: gold, copper, WTI, oil, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With no pricing caps, you can potentially earn an unlimited upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across semi-annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. With certain commodities on the rebound, now is the time to take advantage. The March 23rd funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once more, that's 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are down 137. You get the NASDAQ off 27. S&Ps are down 18. And, you know, as we come over and we take a look at that Nadex platform, folks, okay? So on a daily, weekly basis.
You just said daily, weekly.
Yeah.
On both?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I lost you.
That's all right.
You said on a daily, weekly basis.
No, I know. I
think everybody doesn't know what that means. Okay.
I was going on to explain that, you know, we're at the beginning of the week, so a lot of these are dailies.
Okay, so
you can also do a weekly, and what I'd be looking for when you get a gap like this, okay, to me you don't want to sell a gap.
And we're talking about just the general
the
market
indices
now?
gap down.
Okay.
So what ends up happening is that
Sure.
you know what you would wait for. You would wait for a counter trend bounce. And the cool thing here about today, folks, is this: is that what you have is that you have potential ABC structures on the way down. And what you could do, let's just say we're talking about the Qs, right? So the Qs broke the B point of 129.68. We got down to 129.40. Now, thus far, we've rejected that, okay? So the way that I'd look at it and say, okay, so number one, are you going to get the volume for a confirmed ABC down? And as you get closer to the end of the day, what I'd be looking for is that if your probability is pretty high that you're going to get the volume, your probability is pretty good if the market just stayed up here to sell it. Because even if it's not an ABC down, what would end up happening is that more than likely you're going to get a test of the low, and most of the time is that if you either break a low or break a high with volume, and you reject the price, you get down, at least test that within 2 or 3 days of it. So there's going to be a lot of different nice setups. I suspect that's going to come out of this. Now that being said, after that market Friday with that fast counter trend bounce, it's like, okay, I'm looking at the Dow and saying to myself, you know what? The Dow's only down 120. That's nothing. We're going to be flat by the end of the day, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And in that context, I'd keep your eye on the euro. The yen, if you're in the metals market, the yen really got some action on the downside. We're away from the break now. The break was 111.60. We're at 110.34 right now. And there's not much to stop this to get back to the, November where it took off from, which is the 104, 105. That's going to be pretty, all in all, it's pretty intense right across the board. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market right now, Bank of America's down 40 cents. You get Snap is up 80 cents. Look at Snap, man. It's going to be interesting how now that's showing strength in a down market,
Yeah.
Not that we're down that much either, though. But Freeport McMoran is down 68 cents. If we go to FCX looks to me like it's in trouble here. You broke a B point today, 1220, and you're going to have the volume. So this is a big ABC down. That FCX can get down to $9. That's pretty intense. And what you have there is that if we go over and look at the copper market for a second, copper's down 6 pennies. HGH7. Nope, not that contract. Copper. So copper's down 2.1%. Yeah, you can. Okay, so this is coming into 255, and it has good volume, So copper, copper looks like it can break there, get into 245. If it breaks 245, man, it's going to be just like the markets we're looking at. There's nothing in between that.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
That's something to keep your eye on. And what happens with FCX, folks, it has two different ways. FCX, let me look at that. I just want to... Is that you have the aspect of copper going down, and I believe Freeport McMoran... Oh, here it is here. Indonesia's let Papa get Freeport.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see whether whether it opened back up again. Yeah, they're having a fight with Indonesia.
I believe so as well.
Line. Okay. So that's
yeah.
they got it open back up.
Sure.
So that means what else is pushing on Freeport McMoran? Let's go look at the oil market. Is the oil market, because what Freeport McMoran also did is that they bought one of the biggest oil producers right at the highs of the market.
Tough, yeah.
Yeah. And oil, we're at 47.22. Yeah, I mean, oil's game to, look at the high of, November 14th is 47.13. The low is 45. So that's kind of...
Sure.
It's the game down there. We're coming into driving season, and guess what? We just might... have less expensive gas than we do right now, which is still pretty good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at that gold contract, because gold's giving up like $4 right now. It was a fast move down.
More than that.
Yeah. Yeah, we went from, $12.59 to $12.55, right? Well, $12.61.
Above $12.60. Did you go back to that? You were on the wrong bar. Keep going. $12.61. Yeah. So we're almost $6. $5.50.
And that's, that was a good move down, meaning it was...
Made it all the way down to 53.70.
Yeah, with some volume.
Yeah.
Now that's... It looks to me, though, what's going to be pretty cool here, is that we are going to get the volume for this ABC up. So you need volume more than 235,000 contracts, and right now... we are dealing with 176,000. So that's pretty good, because we were doing, before the actual pit opened, folks, I forget what I put in the daily newsletter this morning, or the gold report, but it was a lot of contracts before the pit actually even opened. Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Hey, Brent, what's going on?
I'm doing well, you guys. Good morning to you, Tom Tommy.
Good morning Brent. To you, man.
I'm calling back about, Siboney Gold. I talked to you about that. It's been a couple weeks ago. I bought it in the 7s, and it looks like it's working on that, 948 swing point.
It's a nice day today.
To get your thoughts on it.
It is, man. So let's take a look at it. It's Siboney Gold. Now, this company, folks, got spun off from GFI. They gave them all the deepest mines they have. Now, two different things end up happening. These deepest mines have millions and millions of ounces of gold. The problem, the problem was when they gave them to them is that gold had to get to a much higher price, but guess what? Gold did get to a higher price.
Okay.
So what ends up happening is that these are the oldest mines in South Africa, but it happens to be those oldest mines in South Africa still have millions of ounces of gold. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But bottom line is that, you're going after the top of this range. Hey, just stay with us, Brent, okay? We'll be coming right back.
Okay.
This is Tommy O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling us out here. Right now, the Dow Industrials are down 129. Nasdaq is off 22. S&Ps are down 17. We're going to bring it back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 133. The Nasdaq's off 24. S&Ps are off 17.5. We're talking with Brent from Martinez, California. We're talking about SBGL. Yeah, you got action out here, man. You know, you're up 63. It looks like you're going to have an ABC up. I mean, we're at 795,000. You're an hour and 10 minutes into the market, and you need over 3.1 million for an ABC up, which would be pretty neat, you know. And that's a decent one too. 720 to like 906. Yeah. So that's $1.86, right? Which would get you 850, 950, 1030.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That was more or less my target. So.
I'm ballparking it, but
it seems like it has some volume, you know.
It does.
On the positive
no,
day.
it does. Good. It does. And, you know, in that context, folks, if you are in the metal market, what you want to keep your eye on out here, of course, is the dollar. But I suspect what we're going to have out here, which is really cool, if you want to if you don't have futures, because we have volume inside the bond market, but if you look at the TLT, what's happening also is the TLT is up 52 cents. That needs 11.6 million for an ABC up, and it looks like it's going to get it. And if that gets it, that's going to bring it over the whole consolidation that we've been in, going all the way back to November of 2016. If you get that, that's saying that, to me, that's saying that bonds are going to continue higher, the market will continue lower, and metals should be higher. You know, and the way this market is trading right now is pretty good in the context because it's so deviant. Because we're really not, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, explain that.
Well, what I mean is that the Dow is only down 124. It's like, the way the market's been trading, it's like, this Dow could be flat any second. You know, I think the bulls and bears, everyone could be nervous at this point. You know what I mean? Because, like...
You could say that almost regardless of where it was, though, right?
Well...
If it was flat, could you say that? Could you say that if it was up 120 for the same?
Well, the Dow futures were down 165.
Sure.
And then 170. And to be down 116, it's like, okay, it's already started back. That's my point.
Yeah,
do you know
I hear you. I do, yeah.
So,
yeah. It hasn't accelerated down.
No, it hasn't. Yeah. It hasn't. And it's like, okay, why not? And,
sure.
You know, it's like, we know the market itself, the personality of the market thus far, you know, we had one break in 3 years.
Right. No.
So until you get another break, it's like, okay, you know. What I do like is that, you know, Goldman very well could be the canary in the coal mine. You know, on the monthly basis, it's giving it up. You know, that 250.70, that's going to be that's a failure.
Sure.
Now what we've done is that on the daily basis, you got an ABC down, so start putting them together. It's like, okay, so Goldman to me is we're 223. It's like the first place that it might stop is 204, and if that's the case, you know, we might have just went from 260 to 20. Well, with just 250 there, we're already, you know, that's a quick move down.
Definitely.
You know,
definitely.
All right. Well, thank you guys. You have a great day. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Take care. All right. Bye.
Yeah. So this. So the real kicker, I guess, inside the aspect of what's up next, it's going to be like they're saying it's going to be tax reform.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll be able to see what happens. I mean, that's, you know, we've seen the power that Freedom Caucus is going to have. Right. They are super, super conservative, and it'll be tough to see whether the Republicans in the House and then how that reacts to the Senate. If they may have to work with Democrats, and then does that get more complicated if Trump wants to try and put something together that works with Democrats, which is possible. Yeah, but that's not an easy thing, obviously.
Well,
and we've seen that it's just not going to be easy for just to eliminate Democrats and just go for the Republican, because that in itself is a problem.
And I guess where it's going to come down to, I suspect, the first one's going to come down to is that, you know, most of these Freedom Caucus ran on the aspect that they want to see a lower debt.
Sure.
So that's going to be the first thing that's actually going to come up, I think. Like the debt ceiling. Like, okay, what are they going to do in the debt ceiling?
Yeah.
You know, where that's going to shake out. So
I don't think they have the same type of control there, though, in terms of they can just pass that Whereas, because Democrats will just want to pass that, I believe. So I don't see the debt ceiling.
Oh, I see.
That's not going to actually be an obstacle, probably.
I see. Yeah, I see what you say. Meaning that, right.
But that'll just get checked off because they won't need to.
Because the Democrats will say
and that's
you can raise the debt ceiling.
Yeah,
right.
But then when it comes to comprehensive tax reform, even on the corporate level, there's going to be winners and losers, just like there's winners and losers in healthcare. So there's going to be a battle.
Big ones.
And it'd be interesting to see if Trump does try and work with Democrats where that falls.
Yeah. Right.
It's possible, and that's what he's might be looking for. But they didn't take that route on healthcare, and even though he tried to blame Democrats, they came at it as a strategy of not wanting a single Democratic vote, and they couldn't get all the Republicans. So that's going to play out as these things stretch out in terms of healthcare, infrastructure, completely.
Yeah, there's no doubt. When we talk about infrastructure, let's go and take a look at U.S. Steel. So it's only down a point, no big deal. We'll see how that deals with $30.71. Because the infrastructure stocks you want to keep your eye on, folks, because it would kind of, say, okay, is it going to go or not?
For sure.
And U.S. Steel had run from $17 on November 2nd straight up to $39.
Yeah.
What a move.
Definitely.
Over 100% move. That is one big number. No two ways about that. So let's go look at the GDX. The GDX, of course, is the large cap gold stocks where we hit 2354, 2356. Oh, this is wild. Is the number that's got to push into, and we want to see that GDX have more volume. Right now, you're at 13 million. Well, that's going to be all right. If the volume stays up like this, it needs like 61 million pushing into that area. You get 61 million pushing into that area, and you can see it coming right into the supply line. So it's going to take quite a bit to get up and over that supply line. The supply line we're talking about, folks, is this. You have the downdraft of the 27th. Now, what you want to keep your eye on, though, that's not the monster. The monster is bringing it all the way back over here. November 10th, it got destroyed,
sure,
as well as October 4th. So there's, in fact, let me bring this back over a little bit more. You're going to see there's a lot of people that are in a losing position, if they kept that GDX.
Sure.
This is a big supply line, so it's going to take quite a bit. Now, if we go to the two largest weighting structures, Barrick Gold number one. I like how that's trading because its high is $20.78, and you're at 1956. So that's not bad. Newmont probably is going to be Newmont's a little problem child. See, Newmont's at 34, where its high that is 38.
Yeah.
That doesn't have enough juice yet. Let me look at Franco-Nevada. I like Franco-Nevada. Franco-Nevada is an indication that the metal price is going higher, too. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down $1.28. Nasdaq's off 19. S&P's are off 6.5. Gold's up 640. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets.
Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 122. You get the Nasdaq off 20. S&Ps are down 16. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. See the banner on the top or the side. You can test drive it. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these defined option contracts trade. Now, if you take a look right now, this is pretty interesting. Well, to me, it's pretty interesting. If you take a look at since Tommy and I have been on, the NASDAQ NDX 100, you talk about a bounce. We went from 53.17, we're at 53.52. You're at where we actually opened this morning. You're also at where the...
when you say open, you talk about last night, this morning? That's last night. We were much lower this morning.
Okay, last night,
just to put
yes.
things,
Yeah, at 6 o'clock last night when the
Yes.
futures open. So when you're looking at this platform, this is where, if you're trading this platform, even if you're just starting it, what you want to be looking at is that where are the setups? Because this is going to, I believe this is going to be a nice little setup in order to sell this thing, because you're going to be at the top of the box on many of these. 53.62.
I think that's 52. Yeah. So 53.52 is where it's at right now.
Okay.
I mean, you have 40-point spreads. You can choose the ceiling, whether it's 53.40, 60, or 80. So 53.40 would actually 10 points below it, right? You're 10 out of the money. So there you'd only be paying 25, but you're getting in at 53.37 and it's at 53.52. So
Yeah,
15 points below.
Okay.
Now the other side, not the other side, but the other option really, where there's going to be some risk reward in your favor,
Yep.
is with 53.60. But you're going to be paying 7 full points of intrinsic value, which is $70, plus then the premium on top of it. So risking 114 for 286.
And what about that 80-point spread right now?
Sure. Now the 80, that's going to have a ceiling of 53.80 down to 5300. So it's about, 53.40 is going to be the middle with 13 points above it. Maybe the market's just moving past. So I can already tell you it's going to be risking like, 280, 270.
Yeah.
For 530.
See, I like that one. It's for two different reasons. That'd be like, so I like that trade. So, because what you have happening here is that you've done a huge counter-trend bounce. Well, I think it's counter-trend bounce, okay?
Sure.
And the bottom line is that risk versus the reward is a nice setup.
Definitely.
And the bottom of that box is the 5,300. Now, you don't have to go back to 5,300, but when you're taking a look at that, there's no reason that you can't test the 5,317.
Sure. We were just there, yeah.
Yeah. So that's, the type of things that you want to look at, folks. as we're moving through this trading day out here. Because what you still have is that you still have the dollar still at lows, the euro is still at highs, the yen is still down, and bonds, let's go to the 10-year for a second. See, the 10-year is looking that it still wants higher price. And if you have, well, the 10-year has gone from 124.29 to 124.21. The number to keep your eye on here is the 124.23. Yeah, we're teetering right at it.
Right?
Yeah. So that's kind of the way that I suspect, the volatility's out here. There's no doubt, and we get a two-way market. We haven't had a two-way market in a long period of time. There's no doubt about that. Don't forget, folks, you can get all the programming at TFNN right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. You just hit Tiger TV. A lot of great programming coming up with you. Have a great day. Have a safe day. And, of course, we look forward to coming back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.